All right, Shalom. This is GMS New Orleans coming back at you with another quick lesson. As we always start off by giving infinite honors and praises to Yahweh, by Shem, Yahweh Shah, by Shem Kadash. Double honors once again to the elders apostles of GMS. Peace, blessings, and salutations once again to the hopeful elect. All right. In this video here is going to be going into how the hammer is coming down on you tribes. Mostly the Northern Kingdom that's sucked up into this mass deportation immigration thing that's going on, and right along with you other tribes, right here in America, you don't see what they do to one tribe, they're gonna do to all. All right, and Lord will, I bring out some good information. I'm kind of jump around too, a couple audio, but most of this is stemming off this right here. All right, I started off with this. Yeah, this kind of like an impromptu thing, but
I'm also signing an executive order to instruct the Departments of Defense and Homeland Security to begin preparing the 30,000 person migrant facility at Guantanamo Bay. Most people don't even know about it. We have 30,000 beds in Guantanamo to detain the worst criminal illegal aliens threatening the American people. Some of them are so bad we don't even trust the countries to hold them, because we don't want them coming back, so we're going to send them out to Guantanamo. This will double our capacity immediately, right? And that's a tough place to get out of. Today's signings bring us one step closer to eradicating the scourge of migrant crime in our communities once and for all. And it's just an unforced error that we even have to be doing this. Now we need Congress to provide full funding for the complete and total restoration of our sovereign borders, as well as financial support to remove record numbers of illegal aliens.
All right, so he got straight to it, man. That they're gonna put over 30,000 you tribes. All right, mostly you tribes. They got other nations mixed up in that, but mostly you tribes. They're gonna put you in these camps. All right, and they have these camps locked and loaded, and they got these prisons over here locked and loaded. And this is stemming off from the brother, the brother from GMS LA, the head brother. He made a video going into, he kind of went in depth. I spoke about it. All right, this past weekend at camp, merging. You can see how they merging in these camps. Well, these tribes that's so called illegal over here. How they gonna put you in these prisons? Mostly what they done. This is just me speaking as a man. This is just me speaking as a man. What I can see that they have done, they have sucked you tribes to come over here as illegals for freedom and better living. But all they done now is got you over here to recapture you, to put you in these private sector prisons, man. Right, with these multi-billion investors to make on top of that other money. All right, because the same money, and I got another video to show the same money that they use to get you in here, 5,000 a head. All right, through the governor of Texas, they use 5,000 a head on buses to get you over here. All right, it's going to be the same amount of money or more they're going to use to round you up with these different private bounty hunters, man. All right, but this brother video here, let me see if I can put it. That's the brother's page. The head brother from LA. He went into even more about this private sector group called GNO. All right, and then with GNO, all right, these investors telling you, Jakes, what they plan on doing, man. All right, how they plan on rolling up on you tribes, rolling up on you, basically putting your ass back into slavery, man, in the roundabout way. You might as well say they're gonna put you back in slavery, man. All right, and they're gonna make a lot of money doing it. All right, but I'm gonna go and get some scriptures too, man, because that's what it's really about. All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. It says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even in time of Jacob's trouble." All right, and this is another form of Jacob's trouble. All right, these soldiers, like you can see it on the camera. I think this was just in Chicago, part of Chicago last night or so. Look how they're rolling, man. All right, they're bringing out all the big shit for you tribes. All right, and they got you over here. Like I said, it's just me. They got you tribes over here just to capture your ass, to put you in these prisons, man, and to make you slaves. All right, for the private sector investors. Who gonna give a fuck about you? Who's gonna call for you? Who's gonna come looking for you? Nobody. You're just gonna be slaves over here working these fields, strawberry fields, cotton fields, whatever they got you doing in these prisons, man. All right? Just like in Angola down here. You got you niggas still to this day, 2025, picking cotton, cabbage, all types of shit. You know, most of I brought out this past weekend. Most of the shit you see, like Victoria's Secret drawers, they're actually being manufactured in these prisons, man. Angola. All right? And that's for these elites, right along with these big wigs over here. That's the plan. All right. Now I want to get this out the way too. Where is that? I want to get this out the way too. I'm gonna hit a couple little small points, because it's kind of lengthy, but I got it marked down right here where to go at. This video over here, it was done in 12/21/2003. I've been knew about this coming out. Now you see everything coming to fruition. Everything is it has come to pass, man. And this guy's an insider, right? Who's gonna be speaking, that was on the border, knowing about the contracts and the things that was getting ready to happen over here with these people. All right, and he's gonna tell you how they brought Russians and all type of shit over here to wage war. All right, with you Jakes and you Americans over here, but the same amount of money they spent to get you people in here, the same amount of money will get you to get out of here, man. And they're going, hold up, let me see. Okay, I'm gonna start right here.
I'm going here. We're doing the math. Like, oh man, what are you doing? Who are you seeing? We're talking, collaborating. We're in the war together. And I asked him. I said, hey, dude, on the point of entry, who do you got coming in? I'm expecting, Venezuelans, Cubans, whatever. No, every single person that they got right now coming in over there in all 3 ports of entry are nothing but Russians.
What?
Nothing but Russians.
Wait a second. Well, I was going to ask you about Chinese, actually, because we've had
Chinese have been Arizona.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
And he talking about these sleeper cells that they got coming over here through the Panama Canal, being bussed in or boated in through the small hats. All right, they got these small hats bringing these people over here from all around the world to basically get it on with you Jakes in the time and when the time is due. All right, and then they then sucked a lot of you tribes over here to come over here to live a better life, but they got another plans for you too. All right, and he's gonna explain a lot of it though. I don't want to get ahead of myself.
But Russians are coming in through El Paso. When you say Russians, do you mean just ethnic Russians who could be from anywhere around the former Soviet Union? Or you talk about Russian, like actual Russian citizens,
Russians
coming to America.
All military age fighters.
Well, it's too bad you don't speak Russian, because I'd like to know what they're talking about, huh?
Well, that just kind of threw me off the loop, because there's some spots, they're getting Africans, they're getting different ones, and then with that, it was kind of in the time frame to where all this Hamas stuff kicked off. So we're doing that, and I asked him, I said, hey, what are we doing, security? He goes, hey, man, we're about to have a big brief on that, dude. But, yeah, they're going to start slowing stuff down, and even contracts with us at that time, because I was delayed. You're supposed to go to a certain spot in a few days, get your people and get out of there. I was there for like almost 2-3 weeks at one time. And it's because of that Hamas and everything that was going on at that time. And they're trying to figure out what countermeasures they need to take, as far as precaution. So that's why I was asking my guy, I was like, well, who's coming over here? He goes, dude, it's nothing but all Russians, bro. I was like,
What about Middle Eastern people, Syrians, for example, Iranians?
Nothing. Nothing. Not over there in El Paso.
It's Russians. What about Chinese? You said Arizona, but do you see Asian ethnic people coming through Texas?
No, none at all in Texas. That's all Arizona.
Huh. Okay. And what other stories have other
members of your team told you things that they've seen that maybe surprised you?
That was the biggest one there for me, as far as who were transporting and everything, because they're pretty much the same people. A majority of the southern Texas and everything right there is nothing but Venezuelan. You know what I'm saying? That's the main one. You know, you got some from other spots and that, but that's the majority. So I'm like, okay, all right, that's great. So I'm in El Paso. I'm like, hey, you got Venezuelans?
And it's scary. Okay, so do you get the impression, and this would only be your opinion, I understand, but do you get the impression that this is a planned occupation?
It is. They're hitting us and targeting us on all certain points to get them into certain areas. Straight up. Now, I was just saying, and like I said, it's my opinion, but the way that they're bringing them in and how they're bringing them in and where they're placing them, if something was to go down, and I was speaking with High Cap over here about this one a while back, but we have never fought a war to where we are just over there fighting a battle, that's it. This will be a war to where China knows it, and we would be fighting not only away from here, but we'll be fighting our own homeland at the same time. That's a hell of a disruption. That's a hell of a disruption. We've never had that ever. And for them to put it together to make that happen, it's bad. Like, they're already planning IEDs along the border.
I'm gonna jump ahead to the last part, going into the main thing. All right, so this should be it.
Okay, now let me ask you another question, a bigger question, because Donald J. Trump, I think there's a very good chance he's going to be elected president again, and especially the Colorado trying to take him off the ballot. Well, they did take him off the ballot, and that just tends to piss off Americans. Like, I'll just vote for him now because you say I can't, And Trump gets back to the White House. He's promised to have the largest immigration or illegal migrant roundup, in the history of the country. Round these people up by the millions and deport them. I want to ask you, just from your experience seeing this firsthand, is that even possible?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
it's possible.
Oh yeah, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'll tell you that right now. It's money.
Okay, please.
It's money. So you got these people out there, and I was seeing it towards the end of my contract, to when I'm flying, and they're already sending these people back through their air flights. I'm sure you can see it on social media on some of them. They're not showing that. They're not hitting on it. They are. They're already sending them back. They don't want them no more. They can't take them.
Sending them back to where?
Venezuela, wherever. Like the ones that I was there, they couldn't speak a lick of English, and they had cards. They had a thank you, hurry up, welcome to America pack, and they had on there saying, "I do not speak any English. Can you please help me to go to where I'm going?" Literally.
You're saying the cities like New York City.
New York City. That's where I was at, the airport. Now, what you're talking about, the roundup? Oh yes.
Yeah.
Now, who's going to get that contract? That's what I'm interested about, because you have all these people say, like, if you're familiar, you're Texas, you're here in Austin, you see, like, they had all the homeless and everybody there. Well, they're not going nowhere. They're going to be outside. And that's exactly how they are. They're in these big old communities outside, homeless and all that. All it is taking them back up and sending them back.
And probably $5,000 a person.
Probably more at this time, because they're flying.
Wow.
Yes.
Right. So if what you're saying, if I could restate this, it sounds like if Trump becomes president, we could see essentially bounty contracts to find and recapture illegals all across America and deport them, and then that would be another massive payout. I mean, first somebody made a lot of.
Like I said, this happening. This video was shot in 2023, and look at it today, 2025. The bounty hunters are here. All right, rolling up on you, Jakes, man. All right, you Northern Kingdom, you Southern Kingdom from Haiti, different other various places. Go ahead.
Dispersing these people across the country, somebody else going to make even more money rounding them back up.
Yes, and that's what I'm telling you. Back in the day, back earlier when we were discussing about that federal phone, yes, might work comes into play, because they have to have that phone in order to get their little $1,200, in order for them to continue to get their food, to get everything. So, yeah, exactly.
But then, I mean, that sounds like it sounds like theater almost. It sounds like they're using these people as pawns to shuffle a bunch of money into the right pockets. They're giving them phones where they can track them, and then they're going to round them up again and deport them and disperse even more money, and maybe even have kind of like a domestic martial law, show me your papers type of situation. I mean, what about all the Hispanic Americans who are legit Americans, who are not illegals, but they look like they're from Venezuela or wherever? I mean, aren't you concerned about that?
Hey, that's just, I'm going to say right there, it depends on what city you're at.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stop it right there. All right, but you get the point. All right, these private sectors, all right, corporations, right along with the prison sector, are all merging together to lock down and round up a lot of you jakes, man, that came over here. And like I said, came over here for whatever reason, whatever reason you came over here, they gonna round you up and put you in these prisons, man. And like I said, I just started off with Donald Trump today saying they're gonna put 30,000 in you in Guantanamo Bay. All right, and I'm gonna get that in the scripture. All right, and it talks about these prisons, man. All right, and like I said, the same thing they can do to these other tribes is the same thing they're gonna do to you jakes that been here in America. All right, show you how easy it can be to just send a task force out, troops out, and round you jakes up, put you in these camps, man. All right, but this is Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. It says, "Fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil," all right, we see what these devils are doing, the so-called white man, all right? That's the devil we're talking about right here. The devil shall cast some of you into prison, all right? In these camps, Guantanamo Bay, these different various satellite camps around this country, all right? These are the prisons they're going to put you in, all right? These building these warehouses all up and down, all right, the South, all up and down this country, man. These different stadiums that's masked for these so-called sports arenas, they could put you jakes in there, man. All right, and this is here. We in them times that we've been prophesying about on these highways and byways, man. All right, it says the devil shall cast some of you into prison that ye may be tried, all right, and shall have tribulation 10 days, all right. It says, but be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. All right, and you're gonna be tried in those different camps, man. Okay, this is gonna become the norm. We done told you before. This is nothing to play with, man. All right, it's nothing to play with. And a lot of you tribes that's supposed to be here, you're gonna get caught up in that shit too. A lot of you jakes that look like the other, looking like Dominicans and so on and so forth, you're gonna get caught up in that shit. To the point that this devil's coming out with so much draconian laws, man, to where he gonna just say, fuck it. This is gonna roll up on all you tribes. He's gonna roll up on all you tribes, man. We've been telling you this, right? The goal is to get you jakes in these camps, man. The goal is to get you jakes chipped, because they're gonna be chipping them in there too. All right, he already talked about one particular thing I had. They were talking about the cell phones. Make sure you have these cell phones with these apps on it to track you, or flat out just putting the little thing around your ankle monitors, man. But this is here. These are the times, man. I had another scripture too. Wow, I'm thinking about it. Because it's Jeremiah. While I'm looking at that, Jeremiah 18 and 22. It says, "Let a cry be heard from their houses, when there shall bring a troop suddenly upon them." That's what happening in this video. All right, these troops here, these special team troops are rolling up to Jake House, and this is in Chicago, I believe, yesterday, man. This was in Chicago yesterday. How they look. Let a cry be heard from their houses, mostly gonna be from the women, hooping and hollering and crying, when thou shalt bring a troop suddenly upon them. But when they have dug a pit to take me, and then it says, and hid a snare for my feet. All right. And them troops was rolling up on you, Jakes, left and right. We had situations down here. Excuse me for the Stupid commercial, man. All right.
Tailored for beginners over 50. It's just 7 minutes a day, beginner friendly, and requires no equipment. Anytime, anywhere. Just open the app and follow along.
Stupid, man. Yeah, he was flashbangs and shit. Man, they rolling up on you, Jakes, man. But I'm gonna get some more scriptures though. That come to my mind. This is Revelation, oldie but goodie. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12 says, therefore, let me turn this down a little bit. It says, therefore, no, I don't want that one. I want Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell upon in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil, all right, that same devil that was in Revelations 2:10, all right? Turn it more, it's a little loud. All right, let me turn it off. It says, for the devil is come down upon you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time. All right, and this devil, starting with DJ Donald Trump, man. This devil is coming down. I mean, this man has done more than within a week's time than what a lot of them done in 4 years, passing these bills. All right, and you could tell in order for them to move like this, hit the streets running, they've been had that shit in place. Just like the guy going back right here, Mike Adams had the guy on his show back then. All right, like I said, it was done in 2023. They've been had this shit in place. They've been had these different groups and investors in place. All right, because this devil, he's all about analytics, man. He's all about numbers, planning. This shit been planned. All right, everything's been planned and set in place to round you jakes up. All right, and you fell for the okie doke, man. A lot of you tribes, you come out on these highways and byways, you scoff at us, you come up against us, and we literally telling you what's gonna happen, and it's happening, man. It's happening. Okay, they moving in on you niggas, man. All right, I got this other scripture. This is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17, and read 18 too. It says, "For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High." All right, and judgment is coming down. The Most High, it started off this year with supreme judgment on you tribes, man. Shit is happening every day. Things are just coming out. More and more information is coming out. All right, and the Lord is pulling back the skirts of these devils' plans, man, and telling you and showing you what's finna happen, how they getting ready to move on you niggas. Look at that boy got a big ass rifle standing on the corner of Chicago, man. All right, rounding up these different Venezuelan gangs and shit. You different tribes, and they're rolling hard, man. They're rolling hard up on you jakes. It says, "For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High, and if it first begin at us, what shall be the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?" You can only imagine. It's going to be more this, and like I say, it's another scripture that I think about in Luke. I'm gonna get it, but it says, "If the righteous scarcely be saved, what shall the ungodly and sinner appear?" You're gonna get flatlined, man. All right, you're gonna get punished severely out here. All right, because if this happening now, that's a scripture too. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, this is Luke 23:31. For if they do these things in a green tree, what shall be done in a dry? So if this is happening right now, and this is on a low level, what's gonna be when things really hit the fan? It's gonna be far worse than this. They're not gonna ask you niggas questions. They're gonna just pop you, man. All right? They're gonna just roll up on you real hard, harder than this. And like we told you see that the average everyday police is looking like more and more like the military, man. All right? And this is in a major city like Chicago, a major city like LA, all right, Colorado, all up in Miami, man, Atlanta. This what's going on. Because like I say, these investors, these rich Edomites, have something else in mind of making you tribes, all right, basically work slaves, labor slaves in these prisons, man. Okay, like I said, that one in particular, like I said, that the elder brought out in his video right here is it's a company called GEO. All right, GEO, man. And right, and they had you can go watch the elder video too on that. That's why I put in the video from Mike Adams up here. Everything links up. And this was done, like I said again, in 2023. Everything links up. The puzzle pieces link up to what's really going on and what's all this shit is. What's all behind all this shit, man. All right, you Jakes, man, you finished. All right, I'm gonna probably end it off with this one too. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a multitude is kindled again over you. God. And they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered to idols. All right, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and approach and trodden underfoot. That's what you, hey man, that's what you saying. Niggas getting rolled up on, man. It says, for there shall be in every city in the next, my bad, but there should be in every place in the next city a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. And that's naturally Jake's. Jake naturally fear the Lord. The men of the Lord fear the Lord. They're going to roll. You know, they're going to roll up on us too in time. That's why we tell you the same thing you've seen them doing these tribes, or how they operate now, it's the same thing they're going to do to the average, everyday Jake. All right? Even the men of the Lord, they're going to roll, man. All right? This devil, he got to be, Donald Trump got to be that cruel Lord, man, that's talked about in the scriptures. He got to be them. Look how he has been moving in the last week or so. That fucking pen has been rolling on the paper, man. It ain't got a break yet. All right? This nigga went to the point of somehow putting you in the Guantanamo Bay. And you ain't getting out of there either, man. You not go do research on the Guantanamo Bay and what they was doing, them Afghans and them other guys over there in Iraq, rolling them up like a ball, a human ball. All right, waterboarding them and stuff, man. What do you think they're gonna? You think they're gonna play pity pat and Uno over there with you Jakes and you tribes that's mixed up in that? No. What it says, but there should be in every place in the next city a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none. All right, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away your goods, all right, and cast them out of their houses. And they're already doing that. You know, had a nigga down here, he was still, I think it was a Northern Kingdom, nigga was still getting his haircut. He was getting his haircut. You know how you get your haircut and half the side of your head gone, half the side of your hair gone, and the other side have hair? Man, come on with us, man. Oh, no, let me finish no, nigga ain't finished no haircut. Come on, let's go. All right? They ain't give a nigga a chance to finish his haircut, man. All right, and like I said, more than likely you might never see or hear from that guy again. All right, for it says, for they should waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. It says, then shall it be known who are my chosen. All right, and this is just the tip of the iceberg, man. Shit ain't really going down yet, man. All right, but it says that they shall be tried as gold is in the fire. So, like I said, this ain't even the day of the Lord, right? This ain't even, that time. But you can see that the times that we preach and teach about are very much upon us. All right? If they're rolling like this already, they're already getting you other people out here used to seeing these MRAPs, these troops, police and SWAT team, and these guys rolling like this. So how much more in that day of martial law? All right? That's why I say you Jakes, man. You know Judah. you know, Julia in particular, man, you niggas gonna learn the hard way too. But they're gonna roll up on your ass real nice. All of them projects, the places you like to hang out at and shit, they're gonna pass some bill. They already got bills passed and waiting in the wing for you. All right, let me see something. All right, okay. I see what's going on. Okay, is anything else? Yeah, okay. Yeah, man. So with that, you know, Lord willing, this information was straight to the point and edifying. I'm gonna give all praise, glory, and finality to Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shah by Shem Kadash. Once again, double honors to the elders apostles of GMS. All right, peace, blessings, and salutations once again to the hopeful elect. Until next time, shalom.